Hello, everybody. um, I'm just getting all set up here. Um, I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short, and I'm just doing something a little different. I'm pretty tired tonight. I didn't get a chance to do what I would normally have done. Um, what's it called? I've been busy the last few days, and so I didn't normally get to finish my how I would normally do my 31 days, and I thought tonight would be just fun to kind of do a live stream and just talk about some of the Jaw sequels in general, just because it would just be fun to do that way, um, because I've just um, because I was trying to figure out what um, to talk about for the next few days or these last few days that I've missed. I think ended up on 28, so I had 29, 30. Or yeah, I still had to do 28, 29, and 30. And so I was like, or at least a few days, at least a couple days in general, because I just didn't like. I had a baby shower. I had just life events and just tired, and I started vacation. So as soon as I got home from work on my first day, had to sleep, go to vacation, and go to my baby shower. Then the next day, it was just busy, and just trying to get food was just a process in and of its own. So I'm just like, and then I joined I Am the Ice Lord's live stream, his both live streams for the day, and it got me thinking that I should just do one real quick. Hi, Echo. I'm just talking. I just started. I'm doing the Jaws sequels for the 31 days. I got to talking with my wife, just sitting in bed, and I'm like, oh, this would be perfect to kind of just talk about for because I missed a few days, and like, and my voice was kind of shot this morning. Like I was like, I barely had a voice this morning, and it's gotten better throughout the day, and it's still kind of hoarse, as you can kind of tell. It kind of gets, it kind of goes up and down. Um, so forgive me on that one for sure, but yeah, I'm just kind of been. I just kind of normally I'm over in the corner of my basement and in front of my movies, but today I just wanted to kind of sit on the floor and kind of stretch out because normally I'm tired and so I'm just like, you know what, this would be kind of fun to do something different, just kind of do something. Yeah, like it's kind of going around. Not like I don't know what I would. I with me, I I get I don't. The reason why my voice is kind of rough is because I get these like bouts of like when I could be perfectly fine, and I can be, and all of a sudden I just start like kind of coughing uncontrollably, and then it activates my gag reflex, and then that um, just starts making me throw up. Kind of like, sorry for the graphic details, but it was bad this particular time around, and so it kind of just made my voice very rough, and it finally caught up with me after talking and going to work, and it finally relaxing my vocal cords and everything. And then the next day, it just today finally it was just like, you know what, you're going to barely have a voice. So um, but yeah, I hope you feel better. I've I'm just hopefully everything will be fine. But I just wanted to hop on here and talk. I know Wes is going live at like 1 a.m., so I'm trying to stay up, but I'll probably make it. I'm pretty wide awake, and I really didn't really want to watch like play games or watch movies. So I'm like, you know what? I just get on here and just kind of just talk for a little bit about the Jaws sequel. Sorry, I'm off on the side, but I got the chat opened up on my screen. So I have my phone over here, and um, and my so I can kind of pay attention to what's going on over there. Okay, so I don't. I know. I'm very excited that I'm 4 away. This is like I've had 3 YouTube channels. Um, and the first one was under my Mute Max. You know, like my that's my like my love, my homage to um, Kevin Smith. You know, Silent Bob, Mute Max, and then it was also like the banner videos where it's like the a maximum potential pictures. Or maximum potential films, where I just make my short films and everything. And then me and a buddy created the 2 Ton Nerds. He moved away, but I just kept making videos on that particular channel. And those 2 channels I love, and I still like make sure they stay active. I'm logged in on 2 different TVs with those accounts, so they stay active. Um, but and they never reached above like one channel got about like 50, one's like at about 50 as well. So this is a big deal for me. I'm getting 100, and it's like it wouldn't have been possible without you guys, without like the Wolfman, you, Echo, Wes for sure. Who else? You got Hobbs, Bones, Katie, Patrick. I think that's his name, from Cheetah. Um, who else? Just a little bit of just Jennifer Toshi and Nanette. Just like I'm just been all excited. Like this has been like the best year for doing this. Even though I missed a few days, I still think this is like a success. But because I've continued to do spooky things, um, but yeah, I love the Jaws movies. Like as ridiculous as they were and are, um, especially when it goes from 2 to 4. I've always said that Jaws, the first one, is a perfect film, or a very, very near perfect film. Um, and I really didn't like it. Just like what has been said about that movie that can't be said already, or hasn't already been said already. Um, Jaws will always be a special place in my heart, just due to the fact that it was one of my first movies that I remember watching. So it meant a lot. Jaws has always been will always be a part of my. I will be showing my kid this movie just because it's just fantastic. And Jaws 2, I don't watch Jaws 2 enough. I don't think Jaws, the sequel, gets a lot of the love should get, because that one's actually not that bad for being a follow up to Jaws, like the first true summer blockbuster film. Uh, like, how do you follow up with that? Like, what do you go from there? Like, obviously, you'll be another shark movie, but like, how do you follow up? And I think they did pretty well. I think, um, with them, just a bunch of friends and everything, just kind of getting kind of. See, Jaws 3 was my favorite for a long while. When I was a kid, and I just because I liked the setting a lot. You know, being in a sea park or sea. Was it actually called Sea World in the movie? Um, I can't remember what it was like, but it was just like a Sea World esque place, and I just loved it because like you showed people walking underneath the tunnels, underneath the water, and everything like that, and I just thought that was just fascinating as a kid. And I mean, I love Jaws 3. I really, really do. I had the VHS tape of it. Um, I I had all of them on VHS, and I'm like I need to find them just so I can have them around my room, and um, but but yeah, like back to Jaws too. But I'll get like I think I'm probably will go to more great lengths on Jaws 3, um, because I think there's a lot more to talk about that particular one, but I just think Jaws 2 is kind of like overlooked, and when you look at the sequels, because you just have to like what's it called? Um, no, hey, After Dark, no, not at all. I don't. I think if like sometimes like that's okay. Like you don't only seeing the first one is like a lot of people have is that like that too. Um, I'm trying to think. They're okay. I'll kind of out myself here. Up until like within the last couple years, I've only seen the first Godfather movie. So just to kind of tell you that like um, I've seen bits and pieces of 2 and 3, um, but it I never really had a chance to sit down and watch them like Godfather's Part 2 and Part 3. Um, but then I just like, you know what, I need to like what's it called, kind of like earn my film card again, a film nerd, so I can keep it, and I'm like, I'll watch Godfather Part 2 and Part 3, and I'm like, okay, so there are like I understand like not seeing the sequels, so um, very understandable. I'm trying to think of like another major franchise. So there was an interview. This is kind of like I know that this doesn't have any sequels or anything, but there's an interview with Quentin Tarantino where Jimmy Kimmel asked him like, "What's one major movie that you like that people would be shocked that you have never seen?" And he said, "The Sound of Music," and I'm like, "Oh, good, I'm not the only one," you know. So I'm very happy that I'm not the only one who has never seen the Sound of Music. That just movie just like I know I should have watched that movie, but it just um it's just I just have not seen that one. But um, but yeah, you watching like to go into the Jaws sequels, I think you should just have fun. Like you should really separate yourself from the first one. That's probably the best bet, because if you're expecting, yeah, same. Like same here, Echo. Like when she's on the hill, like she's like that big scene where she's on the hill, and it's like the hills are like, yeah, like the hills are alive with the sound of music. That scene, and that's the only scene I've seen too. So I'm glad. I'm so glad that there's a like one of the biggest directors in the world and us. That makes me so happy that I'm not the only one who's seen that movie. um, um, but I've seen, because that scene is always in the countdowns, like of like musical scenes and stuff like that. So I'm like, I've seen that hundreds of times, but actually sat down and watched it from start to finish. No. um, what was it? What's the other one? It's another big one that I've not seen that I should probably. There's very few now. I've actually kind of whittled my way through quite a few of them. Um, but Sound of Music and up until the last couple of years, like the Godfather sequels, I'm trying to think. Um, because just there's just like, oh, I've never seen that, and like even my dad's kind of like the same. Like there's some movies that are like, oh, I've never seen this movie before. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of surprised. Um, so, but yeah, like you should really watch the Jaws sequels. But just kind of like watch them without having watched the first one. Don't do like a marathon. Just kind of just go into the sequel as the first movie, and I think you'll be all right. It kind of gives you a little bit more of a baseline reaction to it, so it doesn't like tamper your. I don't know how familiar you are with the first movie, but like just kind of go into the second one, third one, and fourth one just to have fun. And that's the best way I would do them. Because the second one's really good. Like I know Echo's like he's kind of iffy on it. Like I can understand that because I really do just because like you're following up Jaws. You know, like what a masterpiece of a film. Um, you they actually have like a box set of just of two, three, and four, right? I think so. It's like a Jaws three movie pack. I think it's like two, three, and four because they never put the first one with them because they can always sell the first one by itself easily. Oh, I as do I. I have definitely had the first one in 4K. As soon as I found out, I've owned that one um, quite a few times. Like when me and the 13th Wolfman, we were doing this like uh, our movie collection throwdown or whatever you want. We never really had an official title. We would like, what movie have you? We would like challenge each other, go into our movie collection, and be like, um, go into your movie collection, find a movie that you like quadruple dipped on, and I'm like, oh crap, like it's either The Watchmen or Jaws, and I'm like, The Watchmen was the better pick, just because it's like has different cuts of the movie. You have like the theatrical, the directors, the actual full like the ultimate cut, and then the digital version. So it's like there's four different versions of it, like four different ways I bought that, and then Jaws, like VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, then 4K. So yeah, and then so yeah, um, it's just funny that like those are like select movies that I would like double dip on just because I really like those movies so much. And they always add some extra special features that always get me because I'm a sucker for special features no matter what. Like as much as I like speaking of that, like no matter like how much of a fan I am, I love Roadhouse. Okay, um, but the only reason why I actually own it and won't get rid of the copy that I have is because Kevin Smith does a commentary for that movie, and it's just like how random is that? Like Kevin Smith does a commentary for the movie. So hopefully with the 4K version of um, Roadhouse coming out by Vinegar Syndrome, I hopefully they will keep that um, because that will be fun to listen to, or maybe they re cut a commentary track for that. That would be really cool. But yeah, the Jaw sequel to I'm loving this. I'm having a lot of fun with this tonight. Um, but yeah, the sequel to Jaws was a tough one. But you would definitely have to just go into it knowing that it's just a bunch of friends that just kind of float out to sea and they kind of get stuck, and a shark is just kind of picking them off a little bit, which isn't the greatest storylines, but it following up Jaws. Okay, it's doable. Like after I think Echo's like if you own Jaws too, like yeah, I understand. It's like it's a very easy plot to thought of, but yeah, but I think Jaws 2 needs just a tad bit more love, in my opinion. But now we're on the Jaws 3. Which is your favorite of the bunch, right, Echo? Um, yeah, but that's the one that I watched the most when I was a kid. Like besides the original Jaws, I thought Jaws 3 was the funnest to watch because it was set in a sea park. It was 3D. You're right. Exactly. It like no matter Jaws 2 had an uphill battle regardless. Yeah. So Jaws 3 is like my is I think it would have to be my favorite as well. um, even though as much like as I'm kind of sitting here, kind of just kind of breaking down the movies, I was like, I didn't realize how often I watched Jaws 3 over Jaws 2. Um, I may watch Jaws 2 tonight. May just refresh that one. But Jaws 3, like, yeah, like had the better setting, the sea park, had some more iconic scenes. Like you know the death scene for the shark in 2 was pretty cool, electrified and everything, but I think with the slow motion of the shark kind of going through the glass, and with the scuba diver being stuck, the scuba diver dude being stuck in the mouth of the jaws with a kind of hand grenade still clutched to his hand. um, you can't get any better than that. You like, I think that's just cool. And then, um, what other? I think that was, and then had Randy Quaid, like or Dennis Quaid in it, and Leah Thompson, and who else was in that movie? Lee Gossett Jr. I do believe. So it had a pretty decent cast, for the most part. And I like Lou Gossett Jr. I really liked him in the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie. Like, I speaking of that one, I will defend that one. I don't care how accurate it is. I like the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie. I couldn't find it on DVD for the longest time until I found it at like what's it called? Big Lots for like $5, and I'm like, "You're coming home with me," but yeah, like Jaws 3, like it. I'm trying to think what else happens in that movie. I'm like, I know, like the baby shark kind of dies in front of everybody. That was kind of a, and then the mom. I think I'm like then the mama shark or whatever kind of gets mad and like, yeah, I'm gonna take like, my anger out on the. Right, yeah, like that, like, trying to think of some of the other 3D gags in it. The main one was the shark going through the glass picture, like not glass picture, but like the underwater viewing screen, I should say. I'm kind of still a line from Star Trek, but yeah, um, right. Friday the 13th, and like it was just like the 80s 3D craze. I never seen Amityville 3D yet. I've seen Friday the 13th one like a lot. I liked that one. The gags in that one's pretty funny. I actually have the. Let's see if I can reach it. Yep, I can. Um, I actually have the NECA one of it, and so it's actually pretty cool. And it comes with the like lenticular cover. I can't pronounce the name very well, but and then the side covers like that. Yeah. Like, if I would have known better, I probably should have like shown these off a little bit better. But Echo, this is for you. I got some new NECA monsters in. I got my Mummy one. Michelangelo is the Mummy. And then what else? Okay, don't fall down. Okay, and then I got April O'Neil as Bride of Frankenstein. These are a couple of my newer NECA figures. So, yeah, I can't wait. Like, so, um, I'm trying to think. Donatello is going to be the Invisible Man. Casey Jones is going to be Phantom of the Opera. Sorry, I got paint on my hand. I've been painting the baby room. And then we all expect, as we all expected to be, that I think we're all expecting Shredder to be Dracula. So that's what we're waiting on. There we go. Okay. Put all that Oh, I also got another thing to show you. Echo. Sorry. Um, I got some Dante and Randall figures as well, and they come with like a little backdrop of the convenience store. And if I can find the black and white versions of Jay and Silent Bob, they come with the outside of the store. So, um, but yeah, sorry, a little tangent there, but they are. It is horror related in a sense, but yeah. Oh, but yeah, the 3D was, I think the 3D ones were like the red and blue um, things at the time, and I didn't mind that. I think that's a fun aspect. I think I have like My Bloody Valentine, like the DVD. I think it has that. The newer one has that. I actually have a copy of that one that has the 3D version of that on there. And then what else? I'm trying to think of other 3D movies that come with that. Um, if you bought the big box set of the really cool looking Friday the Nightmare on Elm Street one, um, where each piece of the DVD, each spine of the DVD makes a bigger version of Freddy. It comes with like a little envelope with 3D glasses for the Freddy's Dead. Yeah, I didn't get to see that one. I didn't like as much as I've watched it at home. I kind of wish I'd gotten to see that one on the big screen, just because I thought it'd been kind of fun to see that particular movie on the big screen. Um, that was on okay. That's kind of need to kind of give up my horror card a little bit on that one. Was the original My Bloody Valentine. It took me a little longer to watch that one than I should have. Like I should have been like one of the top tier ones I've watched, but just sometimes like priority, not really priorities. Just some movies just kind of keep getting pushed down the list. Like, like we get. Oh yes, like I think the newer 3D glasses are like 10 times better. Like I don't when I went and seen Resident Evil was it after Resident Evil Afterlife in an IMAX 3D. I get motion sickness, but when it comes to the movies, I don't get or playing video games and stuff like that. Oh, that's cool. I knew that I didn't like I knew that there was two different versions of the movie, but I didn't realize like they actually was able to get both cuts of the movie. So I may have to look into that. I might have to like kind of give me a copy so I can see the copy, the original, like the other cut of the movie. Um, so I don't know if you've seen Resident Evil Afterlife, but the beginning of the movie, it does like this like spin effect. So like here's like Earth, and then it just like spins right back out, and it just like it does it so fast where you can't like take in you just can't like your eyes can't focus that quick. So it's just like whoa, and okay, so you should know what I'm talking about. Then the like in Afterlife at the beginning is just the way the zoom out works, and just seeing that on like a big screen, the big IMAX screen in 3D, it just kind of gave me a like quick bout of motion sickness. Like I've never like experienced that with 3D movies before. Oh, thank you, After Dark Games. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for joining in. Oh, cool. Thank you. Just let me know which ones you've watched because I have quite a few. Uh, just I do unboxings and stuff like that. So just and do some. I did a live stream the other day of me playing Resident Evil Remake 2. So thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that um, quite a bit. um, so I think that's the only scene that it got me motion sickness in a 3D movie was that just that quick opening scene. And then my once my eyes adjusted to it, it was like okay. But have you ever been to an Omnimax movie like OMI Omni or OMNI Max film? Um, so if you haven't, do not go. That is probably one of the worst movie going experience I've ever seen or been to. Okay, um, it's kind of where you lean back, like you're basically like almost flat and looking up at a screen at you at the ceiling, and the ceiling is kind of like curved and everything, and the way the room is like once you sit up, it's like yes, exactly, yep, that's exactly it. It has the curved screen. Uh, Me and my wife, we went in there. We watched this underwater movie, and it was when we got out of there, it was rough. Like we were like, we have to go sit down. It was. Um, I mean, I like the whole like the idea of it after, but actually sitting on it, sitting through it was rough. Like she doesn't get motion sickness, and she's like nope, like pass. It's and then it has become kind of a running joke. It's like, do you want to go see an Omnimax movie? And it's like I'd rather do this, or rather like I'd rather go watch something else, or go play in traffic or something. Um, so it was a pretty rough viewing experience. Um, Trying to think. Oh, Jaws 3, 3D, and yeah, I just like that one. It was just a fun, good experience. Because I remember watching that one as a kid. Just because I had the VHS copy, and it was just had a pretty cool looking cover too. It just like the Jaws logo in yellow, and it kind of had the like 3D effect on it, and then the girls was the girl skiing on the front. So I kind of like the look of the cover a little bit better than Jaws 4, and which like I like honestly like as terrible as Jaws 4 is, it still holds kind of a special place in my heart just due to the fact that that movie is a kind of a, is just I don't know how to properly explain it. Like how um, I like the beginning of the movie. I thought the beginning of Jaws 4 was perfect. I really think that was like it really felt cold and wet, and like and when um, one of the Brody kids trying to just go out there and kind of help dislodge something or fix something, and the shark eating him, biting off his arm and everything. I'm like, that was a pretty cool opening for a movie. I thought that was. I will give Jaws 4 credit on that one, on like how good of an opening sequence that is. But, um, but yeah, it. Trying to think, it and then it just kind of went downhill. Like Sheriff Brody was killed off from the kind of had a heart attack, I think, and blamed it on the shark, um, and the shark was like like following him down from Amityville. So I actually think I like the original ending because I just like it. It makes more sense, and it just like with them impaling the shark and seeing the shark impaled and just kind of just falling into the water, it makes more sense. It's more realistic, and then rather than um okay, then when the boat rams it, the shark roars and then just blows up. Both I do like both endings. But if I was to watch it, I would have been more satisfied with the impaling and then the shark just bleeding out and then falling to the um into the water. And then the and then but with the boat impaling the shark and then blowing up, it just like okay, that's just funny, and it just like what like how did that happen, it just I just like that. I even like that's what all started at me doing this live stream was that ending, because we were talking about something and I'm like, oh, like you have to watch this. Like you have to watch the ending to Jaws 4, and I'm gonna show you both endings, and and I showed her the original ending, like the one they didn't like, just the shark bleeding out and roaring and falling into the water, and then the other ending. Right. That's also what's funny about the scene is that the boat wasn't moving that fast. It was just like it was just like the music was moving faster than the um than the boat, and it just and then the stern look on the mom's face, Lorraine Gray's face. I can't think of her character's name. It's bothering me. I can't think of her name. And she just looked, and then Michael Caine and Mario. I think Mario Van Peebles has been eaten at this point, and and so right, the boat was going like mock turtle, and got hit. So yeah, like I I like all the Jaws sequel. I really do enjoy all of them. They all do owe a they do have a special place in my heart, just because they all were out when I was a kid. Because I think what the last one was 1987, I do believe. I'm not really good with years when movies come out, but yeah, you have a Pinto hatchback. But yeah, it was just fun. I enjoy all those movies. Like I shark movies just in general have a kind of a soft spot in my heart regardless. And these, especially the Jaws sequels, they have a special place there. But like I love the Meg. I talked about that one a couple years ago. Shark Night, I think that one's pretty underrated. The I think that one's pretty good, where all the friends go party on that little island, and then shark hunters kind of like are capturing the sharks and stuff like that. Oh, I wasn't even born yet. I was still 2 years away from being born. um, so so my dad, yeah, so like my dad would like showed me all these. Like Jaws was like the first one, and so like that's why sharks, Predator, Twister, those like oh, I'll have to check that out. Because I don't know. You may lose me as a friend here, um, Echo, but I have a Sharknado poster on my wall that I'm very proud to have, and I love the Sharknado movies, and my goal is to have all the Sharknado posters. I really want all of them so bad. I will make room on my walls for the Sharknado posters because I love the Sharknado movies. Um, okay, I will definitely check that out because like I mentioned, like shark movies are like one of my favorites genre of films. Good or bad, you know, some like um, it's just I did talk about the movie that was about. Okay, cool, thank you. Let's see. Okay, sorry. But yeah, it was. What was I talking about? Sorry. um, shark movies. Just in general. But yeah, like just Sharknado in general. That was like my favorite things for a while. Was I literally was there the night every one of those when the movie premiered on Sci-Fi. Like I watched all of them that night. It was just so much fun. Like me and my buddy would watch them to get like we would be at each other's like he would be at home, I would be at home, and we would just like did you see this? Did you see that? It was so cheesy. It was just like I don't know why they like it just seemed kind of in the vein of like how 2, 3, and 4 Jaws. They don't have to be good to be spectacular to me. You know, like um, if that makes sense. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. The just trying to think. Is there any other scenes in the Jaws sequels that I really liked? The banana boat scene in Jaws 4. I really liked that one too. That was a very cool scene. So there are moments in each of the Jaws sequels that are really good. Um, so like there were moments where like each sequel has like are really good. Like you got the banana boat scene with all the kids on it. I really thought that was pretty cool. You got the what's in like the you know as cheesy it is like the shark busting through the glass and the scuba diver being with the grenade still in the hand, and then two the electrifying and then being electrified, and as well as I think the helicopter scene too from Jaws 2 was pretty cool too. Um, trying to think some other shark movies that really stand out to me, besides some of the are obvious ones, or just have a shark moment in general. I always like the um, um, yeah. See, okay, so I'm not misplacing because I didn't misplace um, that one with I think with 4 when Michael Caine's character when Michael Plane's plane lands on the water. Okay. Oh yeah, Deep Blue Sea. Yes, thank you. I yes that movie. How could I forget about Deep Blue Sea? I now I'm kicking myself on that one. Uh, I remember watching that one, like, and I'm glad they changed the ending. Yeah, what I did do a few. I did do a couple of them in the years past for what's it called for the 31 days. Sorry, I'm just readjusting everything. But yeah, it was Deep Blue Sea. Oh man, I that was good. That's a fun shark movie. That is a pure definition of a fun shark movie. You get mutated sharks. in an underwater facility. Sam Jackson, Tom Jane, Michael Rappaport. Who else? Is it LL Cool J? So yeah, that was a cast and a half on that one, and of course we know the big scene from that one with Sam Jackson. But and then Skarsgård, Stellan Skarsgård. So yeah, like that's a cast for that movie, right? Right, like Sam Jackson's literally fought everything, you know, right? Exactly. He's fought snakes, he fought sharks, supervillains. Um, he's fought terrorists, you know, in Die Hard 2 or 3. Sorry. What else has he fought? Um, oh man, what I'm trying. I'm like drawing a blank on like um, trying to think what else he's fought. That's bothering me now. But yeah, it's like yeah, he's literally fought everything under the. Has he? I'm trying to think if he was in any big disaster movies. It seems like he should be. I'm like drawing a blank on that one. It feels like he should be in a disaster movie. I know The Rock has like you got the Tower Inferno esque movie, and then you got San Andreas. Um, but um, but yeah, it was just that was just oh, and God's yep. Um, holy crap! Like if you really he has fought he has literally fought so many things. No one. I'm running through like his Quentin Tarantino archives movies real quick to see if what he's fought in those. He was a hitman in Pulp Fiction. Um, he was the in Django. He wasn't in Hollywood. Um, man, he like has roles in all of them. He was the narrator and was he in there? I can't remember off the top of my head. I should. I should know the Quentin Tarantino's movies like crazy at the top of my head. Because he's like my second favorite director besides Kevin Smith. Right. He lost his fight against dinosaurs. Oh man. You know what? You know what? Speaking of dinosaurs, the was it Jurassic World, what Dominion? I would have been okay with Sam Jackson coming back. Oh, and he's fought Sith. Yeah, I would have been okay. Yeah, like I think that would have made the Minion much better. I think people would have been like okay with him surviving the raptor attack. I know, um, I know it's a little far fetched, but just him walking. I think I would have been okay with him just kind of walking by in the background with a missing arm. I think that would have been perfect. Um, um, that- did he like? I still kind of hope he's still alive a little bit. You know, I know like he took a full force lightning from the Emperor. Right. It would have been a WTF moment. Like really like in the I'm trying to think where it would have been perfect for him to show up in that movie. There's not really that many scenes. Like maybe in the underground um, dinosaur fighting scene, you know, where they're on the black market, you know. Exactly. Like he could have survived. Like people have literally lost full limbs and survived. So Like he could have just like the raptor could have totally bitten off his arm, been more preoccupied with his arm for that moment, and could have gotten away. Um, so yeah, totally plausible. Uh, oh man, I would like to have seen that. I would like to see just a random, like he shouldn't have no lines. Just him walking in the background, just like, is that who I think it is? And it's only for like the deep cut. It'd be only for the true fans. Like the people who actually grew up with the Jurassic Park movies. Like that's for us. You know, like he made it. Or like um, I really I really wished Muldoon would have survived. I think he survived in the book. Um, I think I think he survived. Like the dude who gets eaten by, like, clever girl. Right, exactly. They've been perfect. Like who Ellie, like right. That would have been hilarious. Like Ellie, just sitting there, like standing there, and he puts his good hand on her shoulder. And she just looks at him, and he just walks away. Oh my, that would have been perfect. Um, excuse me. So yeah, that would have been so funny. Oh my gosh. I think that movie would have been 10 times better. Mm. Even though I did like Jurassic Park, did you like it, or have you seen it yet, Echo? Sorry, I'm just readjusting everything. Sitting on the floor tonight. Um, but yeah, I think that would have been. I think they brought basically everybody back who actually truly died. Excuse me again. Okay. Um, did you like it? Um, or have you been able to see the extended cut yet? I haven't yet. I haven't watched the theatrical version to kind of know what the big difference is. Yeah, I understand that. I think the only one that I didn't get to see in theaters was the first one. Because I remember seeing the second one in theaters with Dad, and I remember him bringing it home on VHS. Okay. I'm not quite sure. I think they should have added what um, problems at Big or Black Rock or Big Rock or whatever. They should have like put that in there because I really liked that little short film with all the campers and everything. I thought that was like really intense and everything. Um, but yeah, I haven't watched the theatrical version, so and I really didn't mind it too much. I know a lot of people like gave like a lot of crap on that movie, but it to end the franchise on that, it yes, I can like see why people were mad, especially like people who grew up hardcore on those movies like I did. Like I had the toys, I had the movies, I had T-shirts, I had stuff like that. But it like I think it'd been pretty cool if they would have killed off like one character from each side. Um, like I don't know who, but um, I think like they it looked like they were building to the point where, man, building to killing off Malcolm looked like that would have been a pretty satisfying moment. Um, to kill him off like that. Um, and then what else? And then I don't know who they could have killed off on the newer cast. Not Chris Pratt, I think, or um, Bryce Dallas Howard's character. But right, let's see. Dinosaurs are one of the few creatures that just transcend no matter how old you are. Like, um, because they just capture the imagination pretty well. They are like one of the like just they are just the creatures that really capture the imagination. Like if you go to the museum and look at them, just the scale of them, or seeing them on CGI, or even in the original Jurassic Park, just like like the animatronics of it all. It's like how realistic it looked on screen, and it's just like that movie holds up so well. Even some of the CGI moments are kind of rough, but they still do hold up pretty well when it comes to the practical effects of it all. Um, so, um, but yeah, I'm trying to think. What was your favorite Jurassic Park movie or sequel? We'll just do sequels tonight. Um, do you have a favorite sequel to Jurassic Park? Before I'll see what you, including the Jurassic World movies as well. Um, mine would I don't know which mine would be. Like it's kind of like it's part two. Yeah, they all have moments that are really good. But I think part two definitely. I liked how they went back to the island, and it was kind of a much bigger scale, and it was alluding to Jurassic World, but not quite. Obviously they didn't have that well thought out, but I think part two was really good. I remember the cover for that one. I had a lot of the toys from that one. For like I had the big trailer, like the trailer that ends like hanging off the cliff. I had that as a toy. I had the Tyrannosaurus Rex to go along with it. The baby. Yeah, right. Like, and then they go back and like make it to be the main one in the new series. Right. See, that's we're on the same page on that. But yeah, like they were like trying, and what they wanted to say that the T Rex that was killed in three was the baby dinosaur from two. Um, I don't know about that. I, if they want to say it's that, I'll accept it. But I what I hated about three, I remember seeing that one in theaters. I think the only problem I had with three was that the only people who died were the mercenaries. Or uh, there was a little joke about this. Oh, really? I'll have to rewind. I'll have to check that. I'll have to look into that. That's funny. That is funny. um, but yeah, I think that was my. I wish there was a little bit more at stake in the third one, just because like I like the idea of the kid being able to. Oh right. Oh, Jurassic World. Sorry, I reread. Okay, yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Sorry. Yeah, he just like barreled right through it when the big fight sequence at the end of the movie. Yeah. Um, yeah. Now I know. I was reading. I don't know why I was reading it as Jurassic Park. I'm like, oh, there was a nod already in the first movie. Okay, it it's been a long day. Trying to get food today was probably the worst experience of my entire life trying to get food. Like I woke up with like my voice being gone. I went and got Taco Bell for my wife because and so no big deal. Went off without a hitch. Then we went. I went and went to this my disc replay. Sold a bunch of movies. And then no, that went okay. And then, but even then, it was kind of like a long wait. That should have like been hint number one for my day. Of like today's going to go kind of rough. Oh no, the thing about the third one for me is the ringtone. Um, no, I did not notice that. That's how many people have that same ringtone. No, I did not notice that at all because, like, for some reason, when it comes to details in the third one, I am like dead. Like, I don't know much about the third one, um, because I just like the third one wasn't like didn't quite like grab my attention like this like the second one or even Jurassic World. Even this like even Fallen Kingdom grabbed me more than the third one. I think the third one may be the weakest in terms of just like nothing really truly like was at stake. Um, like we had to go rescue a kid off an island. They tricked one of the main characters onto the island. The one of the big baddies of the movie was just some dinosaur that they never built towards again. You know, um, and then what that phone was in what a big pile of dinosaur crap, right? At, and or like the Allosaurus was like eating something or like okay, I might have to look into that. I just so I can hear it, and if I hear it, I'm like, okay. I'm just drawing a blank on the tone. I can picture the scenes where it goes off. I just can't picture. I just can't hear the actual tone of the thing. So let me see if I can actually hear it real quick. Let me readjust real quick so I can maybe look it up. Okay. Jurassic Part 3. There we go. This is gonna like. Okay. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can turn this up.
Sure. I've come across some of these Nokia indestructible recall the dinosaur with the ringtone with you, and I will post the key presses you need to press into the composer to get the ringtone. Go ahead and play it for you.
Got it now. I hear it. Okay. Okay. I know. Um, I remember it now. It just took me a total. I'm. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize people had that ringtone. Um, I'm like I work overnights, so hearing phone. I don't really. The only phone I hear is the phone at work, and I turn my phone off when I'm at home, like the volume, so I don't have to hear a phone ringing at all. But yeah. Um, are you going to be joining us for what's it called? Or joining Wes's live stream tonight, Echo, at 1 o'clock? I think he's doing Guso Milk 4. I think he was like, I don't know if he caught his live stream today, but he was like, he was excited about something. He was pretty animated this morning or this afternoon. It was pretty fun. Um, so let's see what else. I'm trying to think what else there I could talk about. other horror sequels, other quadrilogy of movies. Aliens. Um, I see. I miss. I went to bed last night. I was tired. I had my baby shower yesterday. So when I got home, I tried to stay up. I really wanted to stay up and watch everyone's live streams, but I'm like, it was my first day off on vacation, so I'm like, crap. I'll just have to catch. I'll just have to be try and catch everyone's tomorrow, and I thought it would just be fun to do that. Just like try and sleep really well today or last night and stay up for tonight. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of iffy. I'm not quite into what he's watching at all, but I think it'd be fun just be chatting along with everybody in the chat. That's why I'll be there for sure to just chat along with everybody in the chat. But I will be right back. I have to finish up a few. I gotta switch out my laundry real quick, but feel free to just take a look at my basement. I'll be right back. Just one moment. So, I'll be right back. Okay. seconds. All right, I'm back. And I realized that I had some stuff I had to unbox. Very cool. Here we go. Here's, I thought this is kind of turning into an unboxing here, but I got Alexa Bliss pop. It's the Chase from her WrestleMania appearance. I was like, oh, had to have that. I'm a big fan of The Fiend. I really am. Just because I was there the night The Fiend debuted at SummerSlam in Toronto. Toronto. And it was just like, oh, that was a night. I loved that. So I have a Fiend pop. So I'm like, I have to have a Alexa Bliss one. I'll have to get the other one as well. Like, that's the original version of that. This one will stay in the box. But I got the Target exclusive Sammy Guevara with the red collaring. It's usually gold or blue, but since it's Target, it's red. They do have a Hangman one. It's Walmart exclusive, but I'm not too in. It's just Hangman in like his dress outfit. So I'm like, all right, whatever. These two will stay in the box, but the next couple I'm gonna open. But these are like these were. I haven't got to watch that yet. I'm a little behind. I'm when it comes to my wrestling news, I'm a little behind. I have seen photos of Uncle Howdy, but I'm not quite sure what the context of him right yet. Right, just because I'm not quite sure what the what was it? Like how he was brought in, but I like the. Yeah, see, I've seen that, so I'm curious as to like what will transpire, sorry, with him, because that. Yeah, I think it does. I think it does a little bit. So I'm curious as to what will um, be brought up about him. I'm really loving that he's back. So, um, oh, I didn't catch that. Oh, that's gonna be. See, I to me he looked like Bo Dallas a little bit. That'd be pretty cool. I like if I like the look of him. I really do. So it's going to be interesting to see like how he fits into the Fiend mythos of it all. This is being said from someone who has not seen what has been going on. So, yeah, if it does, oh, that's cool. I'll have to look into that. I'm just a little behind, just due to some things going on. Just like finally being on vacation and working and baby shower and everything. So I'm finally catching up on everything. So Target has these exclusive lines called the Legends line, and they have Farouk. Oh, actually, this is Bradshaw, and Farouk and Bradshaw, the Acolytes. I'm kicking myself because I didn't buy the Ultimate Edition of the Undertaker, which is the Ministry version, I do believe. So I'm trying and I already have Viscera. Yeah, APA. yeah, the Acolyte Protection Agency. I I think this like these are like one of this was like one of the few teams that seemed like it was able to go from one era to the next pretty well. You're going from the like what attitude to the ruthless aggression with the APA and stuff. So um, yeah, I love these figures. I don't own a Bradshaw figure, so this was sorry, it's going to get kind of loud here in a second. Or maybe not. I'm just trying to. I really wanted. Um, oh yeah, same. Oh, okay. That came out easier than I thought. Um, right, it's just a door, just a single door with just being propped up, and then people just and they still use the door. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I didn't read the rest of your comment, but yeah, they would use they would just oh my god, oh man, it's just them sitting around a pool. What's it called? Poker table, and so here is Bradshaw. I, I've been wanting these tag titles and for a long time for my figure collection, and to see that they came with Bradshaw and Farouk, and um, not having to buy two figures just to get the same belt. That actually made me very happy. So this going on my collection very well. I can't wait to get. I should have bought the Undertaker, the Ministry Darkness Undertaker. That I'm kicking myself so bad on that one. Um, and then of course they have these little yes, like the old WWF tag titles. Those those are my favorite tag titles. Um, I just love the look of these titles. They're so beautiful. um, I would like to have a replica of these for my wall. I would like to have the undisputed title. You know, the one that Brock Lesnar owned or had. That's who I always associate that title with. And then those WWF tag titles, and maybe the big gold belt. Um, but yeah, but for the most part, it's just those two. Like I want a little bit of new and old. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and here's Farouk. Um, Ron Simmons. Um, this is my first one of him, which is pretty cool. They think they have a new one coming out of him as actual Ron Simmons in his Spartan gear, which I'm excited to get so I can have like I only like to double dip on figures if they are like from different eras of guys. So it's like I don't mind double dipping twice on Ron Simmons if it's going to be two different eras of him. Oh my god. Yes. I love that box set. Yeah, I'm very jealous of that. I've been trying to find when I went to go meet Mick Foley, I really wanted to get I had two sets I really wanted to get signed. I wanted to get the triple pack signed that came with the or triple threat. Mick Foley had Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack in like the old Jack's set, you know. Um, I really wanted to get that one signed. Sorry for all the noise, guys. Um, but I couldn't find it at a good price. so I couldn't get that one. And then I had ordered from Ringside Collectibles the ECW Cactus Jack. And that's the one I really wanted to get signed, but that didn't come in time. But luckily enough, I had this. I have, um, yeah. It's. I thought that was just a really cool set. I mean, it's you can find it, but it's they have them, but people are selling it as signed, and I really didn't. I don't want to buy it signed. I want to buy it to get signed for my own self. So here's Farouk. Oh man, what a tag team these two were. Here's the APA right next to each other. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. I would like to see that. In a future stream of yours. But yeah, these are really cool figures. These are really done really well. And finally, the one I've been like really holding off on opening for a while now is the NWO Macho Man Randy Savage. This is a Target exclusive. Oh man, I love this Macho Man. Oh, oh same. Oh, I heard I heard Ron Simmons is like is a legit man not to be messed with. Like he's just like yeah, he's what you said. Like he is someone not to be messed with at all. So yeah, I do collect this line, the the Ultimate Editions. I'm missing some of the key ones, which is kind of bumming me out hardcore. Um, I'm missing Brett, the original Rock. What other one am I missing? I know they re-released Lesnar and Shawn Michaels, but I think those are the only ones. And I'm also missing a Stone Cold one. Those are the ones that I'm missing. Oh man, I miss watching I miss watching Nitro. Like I have Peacock, so every now and again I would just load up an episode of Nitro or an old episode of Raw, um, just to kind of I have to be careful with this box because I do keep these boxes. I don't keep the Legends ones, um, but I do display these to I'll maybe just to save time. I'll just kind of just open it up right here. But here's it all its full glory. I just love this. I didn't realize it came with that T-shirt with two T-shirts. I like the Macho Man Madness one much better. I gotta go look at my other Macho Man ones. I have a couple different Macho Mans. Oh, that's cool. Uh, with him in the the teal outfit, I think with the little tassels and everything. Um, Man, I can't believe my knowledge for wrestling figures has been retained a little bit. um, okay. See, oh that, yep. Okay, I like the probably the the pay per view that changed the landscape of wrestling for sure. No doubt about it. I I should probably do that myself. I haven't done that in so long. Just like uh, the who's the third man? Who's helping? Who's helping? Um, s- oh yeah, right. Shamrock. He always had a rough figure. Billy Gunn looked pretty rough too. Um, let's see if I can look that up real quick. But yeah, Jax. Always. That's why. Like I have my. I'm Jax. Ken Shamrock. Oh yeah. That. Oh yeah. That's a rough looking figure right there. Like poor guy didn't. That is a rough looking figure. Him and like if you're thinking the one I'm looking up as he's in red trunks and everything. Um, yeah. Oh, you have a Daphne one. That's cool. I wish I would have. I really want to start collecting some more obscure ones. I really want to get a Blue Meanie one. I want to get that one signed because I don't know why I like Blue Meanie. I don't know why. Um, Daphne figure action figure. Just trying to. Right. He definitely has a cartoon face. That's. Let's see. I Oh, okay. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just looking up. Like I've never heard of this place. That's cool. Oh, thank you. You like you just helped me take a dent in my wallet. If I have time, I'm getting ready to take a little road trip, so I would like to hit up toy headquarters in Kentucky, so I can kind of see. Okay, see, I'm still looking for. I know I can watch it on. I know I'm looking for the SummerSlam 2019. That's what I'm looking for myself because I really want that because I was my like as big as I've okay. Here's another like reason like I'm always really weird on things. Is like I have like my first um what's it called WWE wrestling event ever regardless was SummerSlam 2019. So that's probably why I'm like really like hammering home on the fact that I like the really like um, the Fiend so much. And plus, I just like Bray Wyatt. I just like his creativity, regardless. I think he's just fantastic, no matter what he does. I like his storytelling. Let's see. I'm gonna look at ringside. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Like, um, when I found out that she passed away, that was rough. I, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Um, when she passed away, that was kind of rough. Like, it was like the whole how that went down and everything. Um, but oh, that's cool. Um, I'm looking at the newer figures to come out. I'm still looking for a Cody Rhodes Supreme AEW exclusive. I really want that one. And the Malachi Black one. Those are the two are probably one. I'm pretty much done collecting Hogan figures for a while. um, but I would like to I would like to get more of the NWO ones. Yeah, I would like to get the Wolfpack NWO Hogan. I think yeah I'm not okay. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, all I just know that she passed away. I didn't really like when it comes to wrestlers' deaths. I know I kind of tend to like just stay away from the reason just like it because it's quite often it's the same, but it's just like her death. It just was really like out of nowhere. Same with what was her name? Who recently just passed? I can't think of her name. Um, I'm drawing a blank. There we go. Oh, okay. I'm trying to find what her figure looks like. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that is a really cool looking figure. Yes. Um, right. She had that really yeah. She was a scream. Yeah. It just took me a minute. I know exactly because her scream was like yeah, like it was so very um distinct. I should put it, and it's just I like that a lot. Um, so yeah, like yeah, I shouldn't even be on ringside collectibles right now. I honestly should not be because I am like this is like hurting my bank. Oh, I could. Oh, okay. I shouldn't be on here. I need that edge for my Ultimate Edition line. Um, Gatmos. I don't care about the retribution crap. That was a terrible. Like I didn't even follow wrestling, but the retribution stuff had a little bit of potential, and then they just killed it. Oh my god, the game, the yeah for Warzone and yeah Attitude. Like, what was I watching the other day? Um, I was watching like a challenge video where this guy was like, "Let me." He wants to hit a stone cold stunner in every video game, like in wrestling video game, and when he started with those two games, I'm like, oh my god! It just like I cannot believe I thought this was the pinnacle of graphics. How naive was I? On just the oh, okay, cool. So you know what I'm talking about, then, like that video. Um, so it definitely refreshed my memory on what they look like. So when you brought it up, it was just like perfect. I knew exactly what you were talking about. Yeah, it was just like, and what really got me about those games was that yeah, the hands. Oh man, that's nostalgia. And did you ever play the ECW one, like ECW Revolution, I think, or Hardcore, or something like that, or Hardcore Revolution, or a combination of that, I should say. I cannot remember how it was exactly. Um, but I liked that one. I actually preferred that one over the WC the oh WCW Thunder and Nitro. I like those. I know they get a lot of hate, especially Thunder, but I really liked WCW NWO Thunder. Was that on the 64? Yeah, I think it was just Thunder for the PS3 or PS1. Sorry, I spoke. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, um, exactly. They played exactly the same, but I don't know. Maybe I just like the characters a little bit more. I think I just liked the personalities more at the time in ECW. And then I like what those games stand out to me were the controls, like the button combinations, to just to do a move and everything. And like I had make I think I had make full or mankind's move set memorized. That was probably why my memory is actually pretty decent to this day. It's because I had to memorize the button combinations for for those games. I didn't memorize them for Mortal Kombat on the Sega or anything, but I did memorize WWF Attitude for the PlayStation One, even though I had them both. So yeah, I remember. Just I'm just doing. Let's go to Walmart, shall we? Yeah, let's go with Target instead. See how much money I can spend there. Yeah, same. That's what I did. I like. There was a point where I just didn't care. I'm just like, just come on. Me and my cousin would play all these games. He was my like my two player who would constantly play these games with. Yeah, and the thing what sucked is that you always had to pause the game if you to write to memorize a move or anything. That's why I always I had sheets of paper written with everyone's move sets down, so I didn't have to pause the game. So it's like oh, I'm gonna play as this person. Let me pull out their piece of paper, so I don't have to like constantly pause the game and do this and do that. And so um, oh man, I can't believe I've been doing this for a while now. Um, I'm actually enjoying this. Like this has been a fun time. Echo, just want to say I appreciate you being in the chat tonight. Like the last few times I've done the stream, um, no one has showed up, but I appreciate you coming through. Yeah. Um, yep, that's it. Cheat sheet. Yep. My cousin, his dad, made him a binder of cheat codes from cheatplanet.com. Oh man, I haven't thought about that website in years. Cheatplanet.com. Oh man. I want oh, I have to see if that's cheat codes. I know cheat codes are gone way of the dodo. Oh well, that tells you how old I am on that one. Cheat Planet. Hey, maybe. Oh, is it still up? No, it is not. Oh, yes, it is. That's cool. I nostalgia in a heartbeat. Thank you. Like I mentioned earlier, this is my third YouTube channel, and this is the one that I've like really have been having the best time. Like I knew I met what was it the 13th Wolfman and a few, I think one other through the Two Ton Nerds channel, but oh, Cheat Code Central. I know I know that one. Um, but I would always use but this channel, I am so grateful that I changed. I left the Two Ton Nerds behind and started new. Even though if it wasn't for the Two Ton Nerds, a lot of stuff wouldn't have been growing on, wouldn't continued on here, like the 31 days and some other things like that. But um, I mean, this is just like wild to me, just seeing all this again. Let's see if there's any cool, um, any cool PlayStation. Right. Trust me. I know. Sorry. Let me gather my thoughts there. I wish I would be able to do this more. I think I will have to start doing it on my days off. Just because I um, work overnights and I work all the days that you guys do them, which really sucks because I like when you see me pop in and pop right back out and disappear. It's because I'm at work. I hop in. I just come out there and give you guys a thumbs up and say hi and give you a view and just wanted to say just because I'm like just wanted to just say hi so badly, and so I just like, you know what, I'll just, and then I just go back to work. I really do. That's exactly how I do it. Um, I'm sorry. I'm looking up, see if I can find old WWE. Yeah, like I do. Like I want to pop up so much. Like when I hop on yours, that's usually when I'm like it's such a rarity of me doing it. Hey Bones, we're talking about cheat codes from Cheat Planet and like old wrestling games right now, and I'm actually looking up old cheat codes for WWF Attitude from the PS1, just to kind of see what I got going. Hello, uh, well, happy or do you have any? Do you have your movies you picked out for tonight? Yeah. Oh, it is Halloween. Holy crap! Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm just killing time until West goes live. Game Shark. Yes. Holy crap. I I'm so glad I hopped on tonight because this is like, oh, here we go. Okay. WWF Attitude for the PlayStation. I remember. Okay. That's how you get all the crap. Oh, the alternate attires. I am like about to like just, yeah. That's what he's doing. He's doing, yeah. He's doing with the. That's exactly the movie he's doing. Bones. Um, yeah. The Game Shark Echo. That's how me and my cousin unlocked the hot coffee mod for San Andreas through the Game Shark. Um, that's how I. That's what I. The biggest Game Shark thing, and that's how I beat the Thing as well. We used Game Shark codes for that. when you showed that did you no that was Dead Michael, sorry. Um, when I played the Thing video game, it got hard quick, and just because like we screwed up and we did something wrong, and so like we couldn't get any further, so we're like, well, we're just gonna um, cheat. Do you have an old do you have a favorite PS1 game, Mr. Bones? Um, I had a lot of favorite ones. I'm trying to think of my favorite PS1 game. Um, I think it was just wrestling in general because I spent a lot of games on. Street Skater. Oh man, Game Genie for the NES and stuff, right? Or was that Sega? I know you had to pop it in and then you put the thing on top of it, right? Oh, screw. Right, like um. Oh man, I I think I still own a few of my older PS1 games. I don't have a PS1 anymore, but I think Metal Gear Solid was one of them. I played that one out the butt. I didn't get very far, but I loved playing that first level like crazy. Siphon Filter, which I'm loving the PS Plus classic stuff, so I can relive a few of the stuff. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. I'm just looking at old cheat codes and just reliving some some definitely oh yeah, I forgot Cheat Planets also has Easter egg things. So that's hilarious. So if you want to know, guys, the Easter eggs for WWF Divas Tropical Pleasure in the main menu, select extras and highlight the Gravy Bowl match, and left at the left button on your remote, there will be a hidden feature. Didn't tell you what it is, but there's a hidden feature. That's great. Oh, speaking of Easter eggs, I love finding Easter eggs on DVDs, which is definitely another thing that has gone away of the dodo. It just does not exist anymore. Um, Trying to think what else. Thank you, Mr. Bones, for our bones for dropping by or dropping in. It's this has been so much fun just doing it. I'm on vacation this week, so hopefully I will be able to just I'll be gone for a couple days, so I'll hopefully will be when I come back I'll be able to do it. I'll um, do one of these again. So um, I'm going to try like just going to be try to do this a little bit more because I really do just enjoy doing this because I know everyone has their little as much as I love horror movies have always been a part of me 100%. That was like when I went to the when I went to the like movie gallery and family video. Well, not I never went to a family video. Like I didn't have family video. I had movie gallery. That was what I had, or Spotlight, or Trend, or what was the other one? I had one other one, but those are the ones that I went to, and that's when I had like free range of just like it's like I was old enough to watch about anything I wanted. For the most part, I know there's some movies out there that were rougher than others, but like most horror movies were just perfect for a 13-year-old boy. Yes. Okay. So speaking of that, earlier, me and Echo were talking about the ringtone for Jurassic Park 3. The little ringtone that was playing throughout the movie. So I'm gonna see if I can find that. That's not what I'm looking for. Thank you. Hey Hobbs, how you doing? um, this is like my. I haven't like done. Thank you for stopping by. We started out talking with Jaws sequels, then we moved on to Jurassic Park, and now we're talking about old PS1 cheat codes and websites that we use to find cheat codes, and then like the names of like rental places. So feel free to jump into any of those topics. But I'm readjusting everything right now. Okay, I'm sitting on the floor. I'm not in my usual spot in my corner. I cleaned up my basement, and I'm just like I don't feel like dragging everything out. So I'm just sitting on the floor tonight, waiting for Wes to go live to watch him watch terrible this terrible movie. That's going to be fun. That's not what I'm movie gallery store. Yeah, I liked movie gallery. I think I didn't go. I didn't have a Blockbuster either. I didn't go in. I had a Blockbuster card, but I never went in there. See, I'm so mad that I missed it. Um, Last night I was just so tired. I'm like really upset that I missed it. Like Wes was alluding to it in like today's videos and everything, but I'm just like oh I just felt like I missed something. I'm actually just looking up like old rent like mainstream rental places just because I wanted to kind of get some like nostalgia going on. There we go. Blockbuster was never one. It was definitely movie gallery. I think I even have some like copies of some DVDs with the movie gallery logo on it. Um, See, Hollywood Video is the better place. Like you literally have more of a wide range of things to do. You know, like you could literally just go over, grab some food, and come back to the movie rental place and just like there you go. There's like you learn things from the movie rental place. Like that's where I learned about so many horror movies that way. Oh man, I would love to find like an abandoned. Uh, I would yeah. There's Hollywood Video. I was trying to find a photo of Hollywood Video. See, I never had that. It was always movie gallery. That was my main one that I've seen. Which that's where I watched Nightmare on Elm Street for the first time. Sleepaway Camp for the first time. Watched a lot of the Friday the 13th that way. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was hoping someone would say that. Boglins. That's just. Sorry if I'm like fidgeting around. I just can't get comfortable. It's just been like that. Oh, the last blockbuster is. Have you visited it yet? Um, I think that'd be pretty cool just to just visit and get a photo with it. Um, um, because I've watched people visiting blockbuster, and it's just like nostalgia right there. Gotcha. Um, I know, like as um, like there's parts of Indiana I have not visited. Like I don't know why. Like it's just funny how um like you just don't travel over the state that you live in. I've visited. I've Let's just put it this way. I have visited Tennessee more than I have seen more of Indiana. that's that, that's what's funny. And I've yeah I've actually I've traveled to other I've been to more states than I've actually been fidgeting around my own home state. Um, I've done a lot in my home state, but there's still major cities I've yet to visit myself. So it's like, and there's things that I probably should have been seen by now, but haven't. But yeah, so I've been on here for 2 hours. That's cool. It's been going by pretty fast. So I appreciate everyone who's like dropped by. Um, Echo, I think it was After Dark Games. He showed up very early on. Yes, I appreciate that. Um, right now, I'm not. I For tonight's movie, I actually have my remote next to me. I, I did have a movie started, but my TV went. I paused it because I got to talking to, with Echo. Oh, yeah, like I see. I don't know what's wrong with my stuff. Like like when you guys say like I only have like you guys are so baffled by my low subscriber count. I'm like like I'm confused myself, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? and like and just my work schedule is probably what kills it too. Like and it just sorry about the clicking. Um, I'm trying. I'll probably put. I'm trying to put a. I'm going to Shutter. Put on a movie. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bones. Sorry, I read it as it is. I know I should just call you Bones. Oh, okay. Let's see what I'm trying to watch more classics tonight. Because tomorrow's movie is a movie, or today's movie is something I have not. Oh yeah, I should just watch that while I'm doing this. I'm trying to figure out a movie to watch tonight. Yeah, eh, I so okay. It's uh, to me it's out. So I'm kind of weird this way. So like once I like it's a like to me it's a form of a respect to say your full name like Echo. I've like, but if I haven't like had like a full conversation with someone quite yet, like it's like Mr. Bones. I will refer to your screen name as that until I like I've earned to call you. That's just how my mind works. I'm sorry. Until I've actually had like a full conversation, I haven't quite earned that right to just call you. I'll finish Tusk. How about that? I love Tusk. I'll turn it down so I don't get copyrighted. But I can. I already know. I've seen this movie 1,000 times. Okay, cool. Oh, I do like martial art movies. I really do. I what I there for a minute there. I had like a nice kick. No pun intended on that one. Of watching martial arts movies, or because there was like a um what was I watching? I watched True Romance, and then they were talking about like the Sonny Chiba movies, and I'm like, oh man, like I should watch those. And then I started watching them, and then I just kind of, then I went into like more Japanese movies there for a while, and so, but I do like, so I will definitely check it out. I do like martial art movies quite a bit. I do own a few. Sorry if I'm like I'm very fidgety today. Um, that's funny. So, well, you like okay. I have a couple different names as well. You can either just call me MSJ, or just Max for short. You know, funny there, or Brother Max. I like Brother Max because the Wolfman gave me that one, and I just liked it, and it's just stuck. So it's like I'll accept about like that one or Max or Maximilian or whatever. By the way, Echo, that is, if you want to add me on PlayStation, just send me your gamer tag on Instagram. I'll add you if you want me, if you want to be my friend on there, or because I was playing Resident Evil 3 earlier today. That was what I was playing. Sorry, I'm just very fidgety. It's not that I can't get comfy. It's just I'm very very fidgety right now. Oh, I I've been having trouble. I about broke my controller today. I was getting pretty fed up with it because um, it was doing, what was it doing? I have two controllers. I have the original controller that it came with the PlayStation, and then I got a red controller, which I had I had a different one, but when my basement flooded, I lost it and a bunch of other stuff. But um, but but yeah. See, that's what I was getting. Sorry, I was fidgeting around. My joysticks were like, and my buttons were all like just acting on its own because every time I try to aim, it would just like aim for me without even pushing the aim button, and then it would like bring up my inventory and throw a grenade or do this or do that. I'm like, knock it off, and I about threw my controller and broke it. But I'm like, I only got this is like one of my good ones, so I can't. Oh, you got Rocky Horror on. Have you ever seen Rocky Horror with with an audience, Hobbs? Um, no, I have Tusk on in the background. I'm not playing any video games right now. Um, I actually when I first started getting on when I started the live stream, it was just me sitting here just talking about the Jaws sequels, and then we've just been talking. Then we gradually moved to video games. So, but I was playing video games earlier before I came on here. So, lately I've been playing more games than I usually have been. Um, I've been I've been trying to like replace one addiction with another kind of thing, you know, because I try not to spend any money, and I have a like a nice back catalog of video games, so um, Video games is a good way to kind of keep me from buying stuff. So yeah, that's what I would do with Grand Theft Auto Online. I would just get on there and just like I have no intentions of playing how the game wanted to play, and I would just like get on there and just ruin. I don't care if I die a million times. I'm just going to like just be a nuisance to anyone on that game. Like, cause there's been times where I've tried to play that game very seriously, and then all of a sudden it's just like, nope, that's not. Like, thank you a lot, people, for ruining my gaming experience. So, um, let's look up there. Have you guys seen Tusk? Um, this is about the guy who gets turned into a walrus. Ooh, I love Red Dead. I've barely played the online. I'm still playing. Um, oh, see, I prefer story over online because so I am like in my like prior to like hanging like talking to you guys and everything. There, I was the sole like oh okay I was the sole PS4 owner in a sea of Xbox. Everyone else had Xboxes, and I had a PS4 or PS3 or whatever. So I never got to play anybody with my friends, and I really didn't want an Xbox because I just Sony has been my system, and it's been good to me. So that's why. And I just was just like, you know what? I just had to stick with story missions. But um, funny enough, playing online ended up meeting one of my best friends ever. So, not including my wife, but um, but yeah. Um, so yeah. Did you like Tusk, Mr. Bones? Sorry. or Yes, depends on the RPG. I'm not really big in the Final Fantasy and stuff, but I do like RPG elements, if that makes sense. I do like in the God of War, like that kind of RPG element when it comes with the armor and stuff. But um, same, I don't either. I think it's more what's it called? Um, Physical more than anything, and mental. Is There's really not a lot of like bodily fluids in it. It's just like I think people are just trying to like see more than it's actually there, but it's just like it's a guy who gets turned into a walrus in a big rubber suit, and it's just fun. Yeah, but yeah, see, I don't see it. I don't see it being icky either. Um, but I do like. Oh, back to. Oh, sorry, the RPGs. I'd like RPG elements. Oh man, I wish I was there for that one. Um, Kevin Smith is my favorite director, and like he's just my favorite no matter what. And when I found I've listened to the podcast where they did this movie where they like basically laid out the entire movie, and it was just like I can't wait for them to turn this into a movie. Oh, welcome back, Echo. Oh man, we're about 20 minutes away from Wes's what's it called? His 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 watch along, I should say, or I know. I think he's. I think, from my understanding, he's just going to be by himself watching the movie. I think Nanette was from. Nanette asked if like he could be if she could be on the panel, and he's like, well, there may not. It's not exactly a panel kind of night, so so hanging out in the chat will be fun. Oh, yeah, I watched. We can finally talk about Clerks 3, because I've finally seen it. So the spoiler territory has been lifted up off of me. So if you want to talk about it, go right ahead. Yes, it was very depressing, and very. I loved it. I know a lot of people didn't. And I understand why. I really do. And but it was just like, um, I liked, like, um, yeah. I have a feeling too. Like, um, I'm I'm not into this stuff at all. But I'm like, I told him I'd be there because I just want to have fun in the chat. I don't get to do this stuff all the time. So like I'm trying to like, just have fun, and I can always just I can handle it if it's not being if I can't actually see it, since he's just going to be watching it, and we're just tagging along for the ride. So okay, um, Bones. Okay, I got something for you on that one. Um, he did a since I was at the Q&A panel that night in St. Louis, and he laid out his like his his next five. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. He laid out his next five movies. Um, it's going to be his what is it? It's going to be that the theater movie where it's about a bunch of kids hopping theaters. Mallrats, Moose Jaws. Um, so Moose Jaws is coming. What was the other one? Um, can't remember what the other one is. And then when he's like, and then the last one, it's gonna be like when he's 60, and when he's making Jay and Silent Bob, another Jay and Silent Bob movie. So I cannot. Oh, and Tusk. So Tusk 2 is also in the works. So, um, same. I think people, as much as like Clerks is like kind of like a staple of him, he better land he better kind of like nail the landing with Mallrats. Like I think that he because that one was like it didn't do very good in theaters. Same. Like I understand him wanting to end the him ending the Clerk saga, which like I'm all good with that. Now it's time to kind of like I hope he doesn't do anything like I want to see Brody and and um and TS back in the mainstream on the main screen again. It's time to give them some love. Um, oh, sorry. Um, yeah. I'm ready to see um, those two get some much love on the screen this time around, because I really think those two are really fun. I like Mallrats a lot. Mallrats for a while was my favorite, and then once I grew up, I kind of understood Clerks a little bit better, and then Chasing Amy took on a whole new meaning for me. So, um, Yeah, so exactly, like the heart attack thing in comedies is a little bit um, yes, Mr. Yes, yes, sorry. Yes, Bone. Yeah, yeah, but yes, Bones. The third one was Little Fockers. Um, but the whole the heart attack thing in comedies have is a little overplayed. I do admit, but since Kevin Smith actually like he writes what he knows and writes what he's lived, I'll give him a pass on that one since he actually went through uh, that and like that whole dialogue scene with him in like the hospital and everything was all all him. Like that's exactly what was like being said in the hospital when he was going through his actual heart attack and everything. So I loved the sense of realism because it actually went down like that way. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking up horror figures on Target. Because I've I've been watching videos of people talking to people who work at Target. Not really. I haven't quite committed to a couple figures. I really would like to have the Pennywise ones, the Tim Curry and the Alexander Skarsgård ones, but I haven't quite pulled the trigger on wanting those. And the Ash ones from Evil Dead, no, but for the most part, nah. The ones that I just can't quite pull the. I did show off some figures tonight as well. I got some new wrestling figures. I did. I already put them up, but I did get. Sorry, I'll show them off again. But like the Universal monsters of for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are my two or newer ones. Sorry, Echo for showing these off again. But and then the then there's the Bride of Frankenstein, April O'Neil. So, yeah, this is like the one line of figures that I'm collecting right now. I don't really have anything else that I'm like really having to go out of my way for. Um, what figures do you have on them? Oh, Echo. That reminds me. Have you watched the newer episode of Peg Warmers, or have you checked it out yet? Um, if you haven't, you should check it out because they talk about the the movie Maniacs line of figures. It was a yes, that's it. Yep. Um, oh, cool. Oh, you have oh, cool. You have a Toonie Terrors too. Um, I have I have quite a few of the Toonie Terrors ones. I'm missing a few. Right. You showed me that one right when I like. Can I come up that night? Actually, I'm gonna look that one up. I'm gonna look up those. Those are that. I remember. I can't remember the store that used to carry them. Not Movie Mania. Movie Mania series. Sorry, I'm. There we go. Oh, same. Like, I okay. Most of my collection has come from WalMarts or Targets, at least 100 miles away from me. Like, like very few have come um, close to home, but most of the time it's from like 100, at least from 70, 100 miles away, no matter what. Oh, I completely understand not opening it. Like I really, really do echo. Like um, there was what was it? There, what? I'm trying to figure out what figures I had that I will never open, no matter what. So the Toony Terrors. Um, my wife surprised me with a Loot Crate exclusive um, Leatherface. He was covered. He's covered in blood. I will never open that one. So, yeah, like oh yeah, I forgot I have Best Buy, which I know to check that store out for my monster figures. Yeah, we the only one we don't have is a Target. So, and most of the wrestling figures that I want and collectibles come from Target. um, what was I saying? Oh, the Leatherface. So yeah, and then I found the regular Leatherface in box as well. So I'm like, I'm never opening those up. Like just because they were hard to find. They really was. Like I know I could order them online, but they want like um, um, so much for them. So I'm like, nope. I'm just going to just keep them up. That So yeah, I'm looking up that Friday the 13th figure Echo. Um, which Friday the 13th is it? By the way, sorry, I'm must have missed. Yes, I know. I know. Yeah, he's supposed to go. Yeah, 9 minutes. So I'll probably stop when brought probably about a couple minutes so I can readjust my setting my setup down here. Um, See, I mainly let things breathe. I really do, but I don't let my Stranger Things 8-bit ones go. Let them breathe. They're all in their box. Some of my Chris Jericho ones stay in box. I got Jay and Silent Bob in box, and as you can see, okay, thank you. And I'm keeping my my Universal Monsters inbox for now until I can like design a better shelf for them. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I oh there it is. I was just trying to find out like a picture so I can like refresh my mind. Okay, that's a cool Jason. Um, I understand. Yeah, keeping that in box. I understand. That is, and for trying to find it and everything, and even if it's beat up a little, it gives it some character a little bit. Oh, AEW figures or AEW wrestlers, I really am a big fan of. I like a little. I have a nice mixture. I like Orange Cassidy. Um, he's a very underrated wrestler. I know he's a comedy wrestler, but I really like him. Wardlow's fun to watch but in terms of like actual like wrestling, I like MGF 100%. As you can see, I was there the night CM Punk came back. despite everything that was going on with him. Um, who else do I like? I'm looking at my figures. Darby's pretty cool. The Elite, obviously, with Kenny and the Young Bucks, but like for more of the like obscure ones, I really like. I like Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. The I love the Acclaimed. I got me a Scissor Me Daddy T-shirt that I cannot wait to wear somewhere. Penta's good. Um, right. I think we talked about that. Echo. Um, oh my god. Yeah. I can't wait till they release a fig. I like as soon as they have their own figures coming out, I will buy those, 100%. And um, I like the Acclaimed a lot. I'm looking at my figures right now. I'm off screen. I'm sorry. Oh, I can show one off real quick. One. I got the Target exclusive Sammy Guevara. Um, I didn't realize they had a Target exclusive one, and I've been looking at prices, and they want like $60 for this figure. I'm like, I'm glad I found that in store. I do. I definitely collect wrestling figures. That's like my bread and butter. Hopefully next time I'll switch my um, what's it called? My camera over to my shelf. Which one are you looking for, or which one would you like, Echo? Just out of curiosity, if there was one. Let me just close all that out. Oh, I got Nyla. That's a pretty cool one. She's very like she's a. I hate to say it this way, but she's a peg warmer. Oh, Bray Wyatt one. Like an actual Bray Wyatt one or a fiend Bray Wyatt. Man, I wish. Yeah, next time I'm going to be in front of my video, my figures. Oh, cool. Oh, you okay? I'm gonna have to find yours, Mister. Your bone. Sorry, it's been a long night. Bones. I'll have to look for your figure one. That be. I want to see yours. Okay, that one. That I do not collect VHS. Let's see. I would like to have a few just on VHS. Just I have to go. I would have to go to my mom's and raid their VHS collection because they have like a lot of like we were talking about rental places. They still have like a lot of horror movies that are still in the like the old rental boxes with the crudely written titles on the front. So okay. I'll probably give me one more minute to then we have then Wes will be going live in like about a couple minutes. So um, I just want to say thank you everybody for joining me, and for these last like 3 hours I think right. Yeah, 3 hours of me just talking. I've enjoyed it. Thank you, Echo, Bones, Hobbs, um, After Dark Games. I appreciate y'all coming out. I had so much fun doing this. I loved it. This is like you guys have like saved my day. Like yes, you can. Um, how do you want me to say it? Give me a way. Do you just want me to say it, or do you want me to say it a certain way? Kind of give me a an idea. Then that'll be the way I end it. I can't do it too loud. My wife is sleeping, but I'll do it as loud as I can kind of do. But like, okay, let me take a swig real quick. See, okay, I would like to have an Optimus Prime toy too, just because I like Transformers as well. But okay, here we go. Boglins. All right, guys. I think we'll all reconvene in Wes's chat. I do believe so. I'll see you all over there, and thank you all for joining. I like this. I appreciate you all coming in. It's so much fun. Thank you, and I will see y'all. Talk to y'all in the Wes's chat. So, bye.